So this is finally my second part of my favourite matte palette. So this time I'm doing high end, and I've got 3 to mention plus an honourable mention. So let's get into this. So the first one is by Dose of Colours. This Baked Browns palette is incredible. Also, Dose of Colours eyeshadow palettes come with the best little brushes. This is like the best dual-ended eyeshadow brush for like underneath the eye, or like running something along the upper lash line. It's so good. So I wanted to mention that. But other than that, these shades are so good. You only get 5 shades, and this is expensive. This is super expensive for 5 shades, but it's worth it. And the little compact is so cute. You could just shove this in your to-go bag and you'd be good to go. So I'm now going to swatch them. This shade is my favourite. So this is the shades. There is the matte white there, but it doesn't pick up very well. This palette is so pigmented, and for mattes, these swatch so well. If you have like a single pot eyeshadow and you need some just like brown neutral sort of shades, this is so good too, and it's so blendable. It blends out like a dream. So speaking of dream, I have the Kristen Leanne Daydream palette. The hardest part about this palette is like this plastic. Also, it's dirty at the minute because I've been using it. This also comes with a really good little brush that you can sort of use on the lower lash line, on the inner corners and things like that. This palette is so deliciously edible looking. I love it. And it looks like this. Again, it's very like neutral Nelly kind of palette, but if you can't afford this one, I would say go with this one. It's also got these sort of dark shades, these sort of pinky peach set shades, but look at these shades. Again, you only get 5 shades, so it's not probably the best value. It's so pretty. I love that this helps out and supports another YouTuber as well. I've been watching Kristen for like 2 or 3 years now. I constantly watch her animal videos. I think she's an amazing person. I use her hair dye. Her hair dye line is called Arctic Fox. I'll link it below. To be able to support her with makeup as well, I think is amazing. Getting back to the palette. This is super blendable. You can still pick this up, and you like these sort of shades, I would definitely say go for it. Okay, so my honourable mention before we get to my #1 fave high-end matte palette is the Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. So I did actually do a video on this palette, but I had a problem with my old microphone and I had to get rid of all the footage. But this is what the palette looks like. It's an updated version of their natural matte palette they used to have. This is what all the shades look like. They're so creamy and delicious. This blends so well. Honestly, I think that Too Faced have some of the best eyeshadows out there. Also, it smells like vanilla. I had that on my tooth the whole time. You have like really good natural sort of shades, transition, and then you have some really deep shades here, which I think are so yummy and delicious. If you really like matte eyeshadow palettes, this on the next one, you are in for a treat. My absolute favourite matte high-end eyeshadow palette that I was stuck on for months was also by Too Faced, and it's the Just Peachy eyeshadow palette. First of all, the packaging. They upped their packaging like when they came out with this peach collection. Like, it has little peaches on the side. It's like really sleek and professional. Yes, it was a little bit more expensive, but you know what? This was so much better than the old packaging. And when you open it up, you get this big mirror, which is just beautiful. And then you get these gorgeous peachy shades, and you get this red. I jumped right into this red when I got this. You get this gorgeous like deeper shades here. You get some lighter shades. You get some transition shades. This is just such a good overall palette. If you like warm tone shades, this is like warm-ish, but more like neutral. And this is super warm, and it's just fantastic. All of these blend really well, but like I said, this is my absolute favourite. You also get more in here for your money, I feel, than like, with all due respect, than these two. If you don't like Too Faced, I wanted to make sure you got some like options, but these ones, these are so beautiful. This is actually like a satin, whereas all the others like mattes. those are my top 3 high-end matte eyeshadow palettes and an honourable mention. Please let me know what your favourite is. I would love to see if I can check it out. Like the video if you enjoyed it or found it helpful. I would really, really appreciate it. Subscribe if you feel like it. I do try to post twice a week, and I hope to see you all very, very soon in the next video. Bye!